It's time for the mic drop, where we focus on one specific topic to end the show. It wasn't that long ago that a literal mountain of tires were found abandoned in Anacostia Park under a 295 overpass by environmental group Ward 8 Woods. As of now, nobody knows how they got there, nor who put them there, but at least cleanup has begun. Now, I shouldn't need to say this, but abandoned tires have a hugely negative impact on the environment they're left in and the lives of the people who live there. Beyond being an eyesore and hazardous for children, they leave behind a host of heavy metals and chemicals that leach into the soil as they break down. These toxins then get into the surrounding groundwaters that animals drink from, or residents may take into their bodies in one form or another. Then there's the vermin that come with them. Abandoned tires are a breeding ground for mosquitoes, which carry disease to residents who live nearby. Not to mention the possibility of fires, another source of heavy pollutants possibly going into the atmosphere. It's quite literally an all-around funky situation. One that the people who live in Ward 8 shouldn't have forced on them. And yes, I'm using the word forced purposely. See, what these tires are is an example of the environmental racism that lower income communities face daily across the country. It's been reported that more than half of the people who live close to hazardous waste are people of color. And if you live near them, you're probably ingesting them into your system, which is why people of color are more likely to die of environmental causes. Not to mention the ailments like childhood asthma that come from them. And why does this happen? Because of a lack of political power, a lack of regard for the people who live in the community. You won't see mountains of abandoned tires in Wards 3 or 4. And you won't find rusted abandoned cars in Rock Creek Park. But you will find them in Southeast, as reported on in today's Washington Post, because certain communities and the people who live within them are valued, serviced, and protected, and others are not. It's been like this for generations, and it's about time that it changes. And no, by the way, I'm not saying that the more pristine wards in the city should have trash dumped all over them. But what I am saying is that it shouldn't be happening east of the Anacostia either. The people living there should be paid the same regard as the people living there. And I don't think that is too much to ask.